Willie D Live.
Did comedy find you, or did you find comedy?
It found me.
How?
It found me. Like I said, the young lady from my job, she told me to go on that audition, and doing that, I started doing the club on a regular basis, and word got around. They was like, "Yo, you ain't," and this is like a mainstream comedy club is what they would call it now, which is mostly white. You know what I'm saying? It's downtown New York, but across town you got the brothers and the Latinos, and they doing it downtown. And one of my boys, I don't know if you know Talent. His name is Talent out of New York City. And they was like, "Yo, you ain't meet Talent?" They had the hottest night on Sundays. Yo, we got to go down there. JB Smooth was hosting the first night. This is the first time I met JB Smooth because Talent was out of town doing a movie or something. And I got a taste of that.
And this is the hood.
It was down in the Village, which is the epicenter of it's ground zero for every great comic, from Chappelle, myself, Bill Burr, Kevin Hart. There's a million stories to be told. We all were down there like living with each other, eating pizza, hanging out, dating the same girls. Mike Epps and I, this one girl had a pager. And she gave it to me. She said, "I'm gonna call you when you hit me later." Some dude answered the phone. He paged it. I called me and him on the phone for 5 seconds. I'm like, "Mike?" He like, "Rudy." So like we all were entangled like that. Like we all were like brothers and sisters. It was college for most of us, if not all of us. So that's kind of how I got it. So comedy found me definitely.
So you get on stage and you
Yeah.
do a pretty good job, and you say, "I think I can do this."
Yeah.
At what point do you say, "I think I can get paid, I can do this for a living"?
So I stayed at my job, even being on Def Jam, which was funny because I was on Def Comedy Jam and I'm still working, my 9 to 5, because people don't know you're not rich. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I got like $835, and they took taxes out of that. And so I'm still working, and it's benefits at the job with that too. So I ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? Them grown women now, them grown women looking at me different now. I ain't a cute dude in the mailroom. I'm this dude that's on TV. So, so it was benefits, but at the same time, kept my job. And then opportunity came to go on tour, and I had to take a leave. And so they were gracious enough to give me the leave, but my supervisor was like, "Nah, if if the job's available when you come back, then you could reapply." And that gave me the mindset to like, "Yo, just keep going. Just don't look back."
Yeah. Did you think he was hating, or he was just?
I did at the time, honestly, like for years into my career. Then I became a grown man and maybe had a child after I had to sit down with myself and say he didn't mean it. He probably was looking out. He could have been hating. I mean, I was getting a lot of love at work. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those dudes, and his name is P.A.'s Haitian, so I didn't even give him the accent to the blah, blah, blah. I was like this, Bob. But I thought he was, but at the same time, he did me a favor, so I turned it into a situation where he did something great for me, because I would have come back. And Lord only knows how long I would have been there if things would, I had to struggle. I had to get hungry, so I had to do what I had to do, and I got him to thank for that.
Man, talk about Def Jam. So we know what Def Jam looked like from the front. From the front, we know what it looks like.
Yeah.
But tell us what Def Jam was like behind the scenes.
Yo, it was crazy. So the first year I was able to do it. I was 19. Right? I was like 19 going 20. I might have been 20 at the time, and I could have did it then, Willie. I was ready. So I thought. So Bob Sumner, shout out to Bob Sumner, who is one of the producers of Def Jam, who picks most of the talent, if not all of it. He was like, nah, you're not ready yet. Gave me a laminate though, full access. You know how that go, full access. So walk around, meet some people, hang out in the dress room.
You were like, "Oh,
Yo, I felt that energy. Monique and who, these people became great friends of mine, but they going on stage doing all this fantastic stuff, and I was like, yo, I was not ready for that overwhelming feeling of, and it was the best thing for me because it let me see what I was up against, and it let me be prepared for the next season that they did it. I was more than ready. So yeah, it was crazy. Just think about everybody from Guy Torrey to Cedric. Chris Rock hosted my show. This is when they had special guest appearances because Martin wasn't the host anymore. So it was great. Affion Crockett, myself, Dominique, if you know Dominique, she's a big touring artist now. Dean Edwards, we were all the kids on the show. Like we all rode over to the same show. They picked us up at the hotel. We was all little ones. We was the young bunch that was coming up for our first time at Def Jam. So it was a lot of good memories, man. A lot of good memories.